Here is why you keep getting screwed over in life: because you're gullible, you're naive, you're a people pleaser, or all of the above. That's truth right there. Now, the issue with doing this is you might be thinking, but I'm a good person. No, you're not a good person. I'll get to what a good person is later, because I'm here to help you guys. Look, I'm speaking to you guys like I would speak to a friend. I'm a guy. We speak bluntly, don't we? So I'm just trying to help you. All these things you're doing is not because you're being a good person. And look, guys, I don't want you to throw the baby out with the bathwater. If you keep acting like this, you might get to the point where you go, why even be nice to anyone? I might as well just look out for myself. This is the wrong mindset. This life needs good people. Also, you need to be a good person, a genuinely good person, because it'll help you so much. Do you think people that are constantly screwing others over, or do you think criminals sleep well at night? No, they're always on edge. They're always thinking of the people they've screwed over and how they're going to get revenge on them, or they're worried about the police. You won't sleep well at night being a dodgy person. And if you believe in the law of karma, you're generating some bad karma that's going to bite you in the ass eventually. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. And look, here is one thing I like about angry people, irritable people in the moment. I know they are genuine. No one walks around pretending to be angry, but so many people walk around pretending to be happy. They're miserable, they're angry. As soon as you say, hey, I'm good, yeah, you too. Back to seriousness. Now look, this isn't anyone's fault either. This is the culture we're in. We're told to be polite, smile. Look, I've never been to Russia, but I read once, a friend loaned me a book, and I read in that book about apparently Russians don't smile at each other. They see it as being inauthentic. This is with strangers, by the way. But if you're a friend and you make a joke and they genuinely find it funny, then they'll smile and laugh. But they don't generally walk around, like we do in the West. Hey, ooh. They see it as inauthentic, or you might be a nutcase. Or what do you want from me? Why are you smiling? Why are you being so friendly? Now look, I've never been to Russia, and if you're Russian or you have been, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that was an interesting fact. Another thing, if you look at a culture like Japan, they're naturally polite people. I'm not suspicious of them because their whole culture is politeness, respect. But in the West, all this politeness in the West can be perceived as fake. I just thought I'd put that out there. So look, guys, like I mentioned earlier, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. We need to be a good person. But how do we do this in a healthy manner? Here's what I found. When I'm around people I don't know, I'm very, skeptical. Like I said, because niceness can be a cover. Politeness can be a cover, and they might not be a nice person. So I'm very skeptical of new people. I like to watch them. It takes me a long time to get close to someone because I like to monitor. I'm very mindful. I like to monitor the person. I don't want to be gullible. I don't want to be naive. I want to see how they interact with certain scenarios. Over time, you develop a picture of this person, and you can tell whether they're just pretending to be nice or they're genuinely a nice person. So that's the first thing. Be skeptical. Here's another thing that people pleasers fall into the trap of: helping others, but not having their own boundaries. Helping others at all costs because of low self-esteem, wanting to appear to be a nice person. This is wrong too. To be a good person is to help others, but within limits. You need to have boundaries. A good person will help you in the moment, and that's the payoff. Them holding the door open for you, then them driving you to some place, the airport, or any favor, the act of doing it, that's the end of the transaction right there. They're happy to do it in the moment. Everything we do is transactional. So doing the good deed is the end of the transaction. No more thinking about it. People pleasers could have a thing that they do where they're constantly wanting to help, constantly going out of their way, but in their head they're building up, I've done this for them, I've done that for them. This isn't nice. You're building up all these things you've done for them, and then what will happen eventually? You'll flip out one day and say, after all I've done for you, you're doing this to me. And they're like, what? I didn't ask you to do all these things. This is why people pleasing is not healthy. So how do we be a good person? Do good deeds, but realize me doing the good deed is the payoff in the moment. Only help when you can. Also, be truthful with people. Just tell them, look, I don't think I can help you with that. Sorry, I can't help. Or sorry, I'm busy. And this is another thing with spirituality. It's so easy to use spiritual teachings as a spiritual bypass if you're a people pleaser. And by that I mean, what's spirituality about? Being good, serving others, all that kind of good stuff. But don't use this as an excuse to enable people. Don't keep enabling them to do bad habits. And also with something like money, for instance. You know what they say in gambling? Only gamble with what you can afford to lose. Same with money. Only loan people money you can afford to lose too. This is another thing. Look, all I'm saying is only help when you genuinely can and say no if you can't. And if people get upset with you saying no, you don't want these people in your life. And again, this is an issue with people pleasers. You might have done so much good stuff and then you stand up for yourself eventually and people are like, what's wrong with you? Because they're so used to you being agreeable, helping. When you stand up for yourself, they're shocked. And in a sense, you can't blame them because you've built this up for so long, which can get messy. I understand. But look, I'm trying to tell you guys, don't let this behavior happen to begin with. People don't respect you if you're agreeable all the time, helping them all the time. People respect others that have boundaries, and you'll respect yourself. Again, taking it back to spirituality. You might say, isn't spirituality about acceptance? Yes. But don't forget this person. You need to accept reality, but accept this person. You want to serve others' needs and wants, don't you? But this person here also has needs and wants. You need to include this person in the acceptance. You're told to serve others in spirituality. That's good. But you also need to serve the needs of this person. Also remember, you know deep down, if you're a good person, if you're coming from a place of love, that's all that matters. If others take it the wrong way when you say, look, I can't help you right now, and they think you're a jerk, that's on them. If you have a good intention of helping, but at some point you can't help, or it'll put you out of your way, inconvenience you too much, like I said, don't worry. Don't be scared to be seen as a bad person. This is the problem. We're so scared, if I'm seen to be a bad person, others will judge me, others will hate me. Good. Those people need to be out of your life. Do what you feel is right in the moment. Do what you think is fair for you and the other person. And just let it be. Everyone's going to have an opinion on you. Who cares? You're not here to live for others, ultimately. You're here to gain your own inner peace and happiness. And yes, helping others is part of that inner peace and happiness, but within limits. That's all I'm saying. So to sum up, guys, don't be gullible. Don't be naive. Don't be a people pleaser. It's not going to help anyone. It's going to affect your mental health, and it's going to affect others when you finally explode one day and say, I can't do this anymore. I'm sick of helping. And they're like, well, we didn't ask you to help. You insisted. In any case, guys, I hope this video helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves. See ya.